puzzle together down here. Just think how cool it would be if you had good dry material and no groundwater. Wouldn't that be awesome? This stuff here is a little bit more wet than what I like to have. And a little bit dirtier than what I like it. Looks like you're just putting solid mud in here, but it's just rocks with a bunch of mud on them. It needs to take some of these down here. Boy, I wish the sun would come out today just for a little bit. Make me happy. I don't like the side shift like that and push. I don't have to. It's hard on all those pins and bushings and your turntable and all that stuff. You always got to watch your turntable swing here. Don't get into none of that. I hate to scratch that up. That bothers me worse than anything. Let him know to keep this tracked in right here too, so they'll back up on it. They see it real rough like that, they won't back on it. he tracks that in, it makes it almost, if it wasn't for it being muddy, it makes it almost as flat as that stuff right over there. All right, you can see kind of how I do this right here. I take and squeegee that water kind of out of there with this mud. That kind of gets that water going to the right place, so we're not having that mix up in all of our stuff. Just like that. That pushes that slime over to the edge. So now this isn't too slick right here, not slimy and isn't trying to mix with everything. And see how that's kind of just pushing that over. And then at the end, you just got to take and scoop your goop up. See, now I can drive out here on this, and it ain't too bad. For whatever reason, if that slime's on there, it just mars up worse. Just like so. There we go. Now, so it got all that water pushed out. Now I can kind of come back in here and undercut this little section right here. Let's see, I need to be about right in there. So I always kind of mark out where I need. And just like I was doing earlier, see, I've got a little bit of water trapped right there. I'm going to leave a little cofferdam kind of right here to separate that, and go ahead and dig this side out down to where I need. That way that water is not rushing back on me and making all that soupy mud. I've built ponds like this before in places where you've got wet water springs or whatever. We built some of them that the water, you can take one scoop of mud out, and by the time you spin back around, it's full of water. And I've built whole ponds like that. It's just all in knowing how to work with it, because you can't fight it. That stuff slices off her like jello. I'll try to kind of push that back a little bit so that it doesn't want to try to fall in on me as bad. And once you get you a little box like that, you just keep working it inside of that box, and then it'll keep your material from spilling over. He's up here relieving it from me because I'm on a pretty steep little hill here, so don't try to wash back in on me. if you get you a scoop like that, if you'll kind of scoop it and then snap back, it'll keep that mud from just rolling out like that out of your bucket. Just like this right here. So you get you one, and then you kind of snap it back like that. It keeps it from just making a windrow back on top of you all the time. Quite a bit of groundwater coming in right here. Oh man, got another truck on top of us here. I guess I'll have to leave what I'm doing. Oh yeah, he's gonna get right back to me. That'll work, buddy. Great. Shoot, yeah, right in the hole. See, over here we're kind of trailing out of it easy where this bank is coming down into it like that, so we're not having to dig as far down on this side. We're hitting pretty good ground. Yeah, this ground's pretty solid over here. That's not the best in the world, but I don't think it gets any better. Check it real quick here. Yeah, I guess about right there is where I need to be. That looks pretty good. Now that I've got this little box dug out here, see, now I can take my cofferdam out and that water is going to run right around here. I'm going to try to take out as much of this as I can though before I let it loose. This makes it easier. take and break that top off of that before I turn that loose. Like that. Now, start over here, kind of dig down to where I know. Now the water is going to rush on in. I have a little bit of slop to deal with, just in the little time that I have to dig that out, but I just try to be quick about it so I don't have a whole lot. About like that. Now, that way you don't have to deal with that right there. No slimy, sloppy stuff that won't stay where it's put. Sure, I've got another truck about on top of me here. I need to get that rock out. Got to stay on top of it whenever you're doing something like this. You just, especially if you're doing 2 or 3 things at once, like I'm always doing. Oh, what a mess. Look at that. Oh, Lord. Splattered on my window. I am not happy about that. That's what happens when you're in a hurry. Alright, so now, take that big old boulder and move it somewhere else. Take the big ones down in here first, like that. Kind of get them set. Just like so. Just like that. I think I need to move over so I can reach it a little bit better now that I've got this cut out here. want that falling off in there. Out like so. A bit slick right here. That's another reason why you don't want to have all that slimy stuff mixed up in the water so bad. It's, laying up here on this hill, it makes it to where you can't sit on it because the water runs down the hill. Fan that over a little bit. It's just like raking. You keep raking that, and it finally the big ones work their way out. Tell Tucker to blade this off and kind of walk it in. Well, got another truck on us. That's all right. I can reach it.